Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Todd Screama. Today, we're going to talk about what I call the Summit Funding Professional Loan Presentation. I was taught this technique about 15 years ago from a mentor. I've been using it ever since. It's unbelievable what it does for your client care, for your realtor, for the understanding of the process. What it does is it gives me, I believe there's a structure for everything. And this is the structure of how you present when you're sitting in front of a borrower for the very first time. And it's very simple. There's 10 steps. Each one is very brief. You can do this entire thing in about 10 to 15 minutes, sometimes 5 minutes, okay? You want to customize this presentation to the type of borrowers that you're talking to. If you're talking to an engineer, it might be 30 minutes. If you're talking to a high D personality that just has bullet points, maybe it's 5 minutes. So you want to keep that in mind, but you still want to cover all 10 steps. Here goes. Step number 1 is the main concern that they have about the mortgage. It's simply a question. And that is, Mark, when you think of getting a home loan, what is your main concern? Why? Some people are concerned about their credit. Some people are concerned about this. Whatever it is, you want to use that as a guiding principle and mindset throughout that day, that meeting, and the rest of the transaction that you have with them. Different clients have different hot buttons. Step number 2 is what I call the two-way street. All it is say, look at, Mark, I'm going to make sure I'm going to be 100% honest and transparent throughout this process. I need 100% in return. Is that fair? Get them to say yes, okay? Just starts the relationship off right. Number 3 is the mortgage experience graph. What you want them to have is you want them to have a great product and a great experience so that they become an advocate for your business. And tell them, I've built my business one client at a time. I give them great service and they rave about me and tell others. And that's your goal here. Step number 4 is the loan process. Even if they've bought a home before, take some time and go through the visual aid of the loan process. In a later video, I will actually do a role play with a client, okay, that will help put these 10 steps together. Step number 5 is what I call the airplane story. Airplane story is, look at, I'm the pilot, you're the passenger, I can't tell what the air is up there all the time. There's about 50 companies involved in this transaction. I'm the pilot, there's gonna be some problems. I pretty much guarantee you, okay? So you're coming out the gate saying, hey, you're borrowing $250,000 and this is a big deal and there's a lot of people involved and my job is to get you through it. So you position yourself as coach, okay? Number 6 is the 2 different types of loans, and there's only 3 ingredients to each one. You really want them to understand, hey, the rates that you see in the paper, if they're a government loan, you're not going to get those rates because those are government loans, okay? Those are people putting 20, 30% down with high credit scores. So you go through that to get them to understand different loan types and how they're being judged with cash credit and income. It's very educational for the client. Step number 7 is financial training. It's simple. It's 3 steps to show them why owning makes more sense than renting. Really appeals to the logic of why they're buying a house. Number 8 is referral tree. Hey, guys, we're starting a tree here. I really hope that it grows. I hope I do such a great job for you that I do your aunts and uncles and brothers and sisters loans, okay? Step number 9 is the mission. The mission for them is you want them to have a very comfortable payment so they can save money for retirement and retire very, very well off someday. Your purpose is, or your promise is to make sure they close on time, and your purpose is, for you selfishly, is to try and get 1 referral in the next couple of days. Kind of sets the stage for today and when they leave your office. Step number 10 is very important. Most people want to skip it. You call the realtor in front of the client. You put him on speakerphone, and before you do, you tell the client, hey, Brian, I'm getting ready to call Charles, the realtor. What did you think of this meeting? Oh, Todd, I loved it. I thought you were great. Make sure you tell Charles that, okay? You get Charles on the speakerphone, and you rave about Charles, and you get the client to rave about you, and you give him a loan update, and you tell him, hey, you're going to have a great team, and you're going to have a great time doing this together. That last step, guys, is so important because it'll make you another several $1,000s from the realtor, and it'll make sure you cement the borrower because they're raving about your service. Very hard to rave about your service and then criticize you later. Lot of psychology involved in this presentation. Guys, do this with your next 3 clients. Just follow these 10 steps and you'll do more loans and get more referrals and make more money. Thank you very much for listening.